Dog meat must be like the best dog ever. I really hope dog meat has puppies someday. But first, he need to meet a lady dog, right? Deacon's not really a synth, is he? Deacon's cool and tough. He's just like you, Dad. Mr. Valentine doesn't look like any synth I saw at the Institute. Psst, Dad. I like Mr. Valentine. When I grow up, I think I want to be a detective, just like him. Your friend Kate uses some funny words. They usually start with F. Miss Kate looks tough. Could she beat you in a fight? I bet it would be close. Wow, I know why they call him strong. For a monster, your friend seems pretty nice. Piper is really nice and pretty and smart. I bet my mom was like her. Is it true that Piper has a little sister? Maybe I can meet her someday. So Codsworth is a robot, right? And not a synth? And he's a servant, not a slave. It's a little confusing. Codsworth sure does talk funny. Mr. Dance seems kind of sad and serious. Maybe you should tell him some jokes. Why do people call him Dance? He doesn't look like he moves that good. So wait, Kiri used to be a robot, but now she's a synth? Wow. Kiri talks funny, just like Codsworth, but like different funny, but still funny. I can't believe we're in a real castle. I bet nothing could get us in here. Someday I'll be a Minuteman too, and protect everyone at a minute's notice. Do a lot of kids live in old crypts? 'Cause it's kind of creepy. Dad, people here keep looking at me and smiling. I guess they must really like kids. I don't think Elder Maxon likes me very much. He never smiles either. I used to live underground, and now I'm up in the sky. People here are really happy the Institute's gone, aren't they? I never knew that people were so scared of synths, or the Institute. Oh man, it's too bad they don't make power armor that I can wear. It looks super fun. Do you think someday I can join the Brotherhood of Steel too? I just wanted you to know. I love you, Dad. I sure do miss you when you leave, Dad. But it's always great when you come back. You know, it's not as clean as the Institute, but I like it. We're really doing it, aren't we? Rebuilding the world, together. Can't you feel it, Dad? It's like everyone has hope. Like everything's just gonna be okay. Dr. Watson always said that the surface was hopeless. But it's not. Just look at what people are building. People out here are just like me. They like to tinker with things too. It can be scary out here sometimes. But people just never give up, do they? They're always trying to make things safer. I'm really glad that you're trying so hard to make the Commonwealth a better place. You sure do help a lot of people, don't you? Growing food sure is a lot dirtier than it was in the Institute. But I think it's a lot more fun, too. It's strange, but I feel part of something finally. Sometimes it's hard not knowing my real dad. But now, I'm just glad you are here. When I'm older, can I explore with you? Did you know me when I was younger? I can't remember. The others, they look up to you. I can see it. Sometimes I'm scared, but it all seems okay when you're here. The others, they told me to stop worrying. They said you can't be killed, that you'd always come back to me. Are you leaving again? I like it when you're here. It's hard to think about before this. Sometimes I can remember, sometimes I can't. Does that happen to you? Last time you came back, Never mind. I'm just happy you're here. The others were talking about some creature. I thought I saw it. Maybe. I still can't believe I finally met my real father. When I first met you, I didn't know what to think. I'm just so happy you found me. We're going to live here, right? I think it's great. I like this place. Finally a real home. I know everything's going to be okay, especially when you're around. What happens when people die? Can Mom see me? When people die, can they become synths? Does that make them alive again, or still gone? I wish I knew my mom. She died when I was just a baby, right? That kinda makes me sad. If humans make synths, who makes humans? Like you and me. Some of the others were talking about dying, and how when a human dies, you can't just make another one. This place feels good. We'll stay here, right? Hey, it's raining! I like the nighttime. It's usually more quiet. Wow, it's hot today. Dad, it's really great that you're helping people build someplace safe to live. I hope the radio beacon brings more people. I can't wait to hear their stories. I really wish I could take one of those turrets apart. But that probably wouldn't be a good idea, huh? This is a really fun place to live. I'm so glad you brought me here. The world is so much bigger than I've ever imagined. I'm glad I don't have to spend my whole life underground. That would be boring. There are so many neat things to mess around with out here. I wish there were cars that worked. It would be really fun to drive one. I love the two-headed cow. It makes the weirdest noises. People here don't have enough to eat. You're gonna help them, right? I heard people saying they don't have enough clean water here. I hope you can help them, soon. I bet it's fun to be in charge of the whole institute. Maybe someday, I'll get to see what the rest of the world looks like. Synths are weird, aren't they? They're almost just like real people. Maybe when I grow up, I could be the director someday. I really like taking things apart and seeing what else I can make from them. Dr. Watson always called it tinkering. Do you think it's weird that I've never seen the surface? I think Dr. Ayo smells kind of funny. Don't tell him I said that, okay? Sometimes I feel like people look at me for way too long. I don't like it. I really like reading. You can learn all sorts of things from books. Father says I'm fascinating. That's a good thing, right?